free house Abeka Junction. And I de ebrewo ubetimi ahweye e wo channel 360 e wo DSTV so na baby a wo bia so no watumi ate yenka na kasebo de edimu akotene bi ene say ye the National Farmers Day said ye wo si edino afi no ye de emu nsem ebebremu update na se ne ekoso e wo akuafo nyina dan hyehyeye no ye de ho ensem ebeba afei amaya hodo mako enkono wonwa na emusifo womo aba bedru oman mu a womo ede letters of credence akoma mampanyi akufo ado se de beye obehunu se wono aba wo ba ababesi omo amaya hodo no anamu aye adwuma ewo oman yi emu emrashe bedwani owo Asante Achem North constituency eye onimonyamfo apiekubi na opanyini ede atu edwase de ekoso ewo parliament no enya de anani eje ho bako kra ene ekwan a wo mo afaso ehwehwo mu no afei onimonyamfo afenwoma ken wono na MPP kokoso no wodi animu ene woni chairman general Kwame Sefa kan di nkomo ma wo kire se oba mrahye bedwamu a ba bia ni ho eda ho emrahye bedwafo a wonom eka eho asem se nipa nan omomma parliament no wo se enrampo wo mu nyina ebepie mu ewo ho a opanyi ede ensem sei atu edwa ensem pi kan woni ede bramo kaseboyi emu enwako bi adaroma this way chocolate drink you hear you share was specialized mineral water was special drinks sanso na best point savings and loans udu sika ekoto ha uni achiri enwako adaroma wo mu na aso asene hamadumrenu ye kase boy ye de ebremo midi ede akosia sapon se ye bo era ensem ni mu ede amomode amrahye bedwani owo Asante Achem North constituency onwanyam for andi apiakubi na opanyi ene mpuni mpuso woni eja kwabra bonkomo ni nyina ensem ahodo a ekoso omrahye bedwam he na o kire se ensem a ekoso no enya de a nani je ho afei se de wo musi efa kasem no ekoba yenko ye betena yentena se de wo mofa so aye ensem no nya de a nani je ho kakrakra
meni nye the way a parliament handle issues no
yemna bomo ho esansa ya frenu majority leadership no money gidia mo leadership no the way am handle issue
because meni nye the way a parliament handle the presumption is that meni nye omiru nyina de ho what you say me say meni nye the way a parliament handle sa issue we anything parliament including a leader a speaker no meni nye kwanya ye faso handle sa issue enna meni nye kwanya Ghana as a political community ye handle sa issue as a statement meni nye kwa no the meme can say let's grow more of statesmen rather than partisan political actors say we true and true die in the wood partisan political actor boni ni papa war party mu bia boni kura opre boni kura you die for it and sa feeling nye say you who time be say time we ye pre ni akoye parliamentarian ya select a parliamentarian the object of parliament is to help develop Ghana so anything with the partisan concept which you trim about parliament was say send me opposition I will oppose to the health send me majority I will sideline them to the health south bani say who say maybe any day here it is here to the contest is over I come say you want enterprise Ghana let's develop it you develop Ghana no obi amfa nim de mra meboa
na osan ekire se ekoba se wo mo komrahye bedwam wo mo ntena se ade a Ghana fo asoma mo se wo mo nkonkonye na enye no na wo mo ye de a ene ene ni kwan se bosome so ayetua mo ka ewo ho
de wo ye bia no eso hu se yes wakatua wo so na kwatia no is in the near future nkwala no abesi wa nem no omnum na bema waketua be kan de waye enti nyina yehu ni sa ne hu se adwuma na da ho no se ya anya we don't qualify to collect our salaries se se bebe trefie we si mafremu we si makusako ni ebusumi so a gracefully ni akwaja ketua oh me de me makamagbe pa ni se ka Ghana for busumi ha ekosimu ese nyegmi kana ketua bi ama na se back to us say ye ni saa
ya mu MPs
yes na ke back to us say okay ya madwuma enso ye tueka ya kuanim so sometimes we are too negligent so obi anyadwuma crazy entuanika so entino some of them the year a man ne say watifie no je ketua so enti emrano ye say he the year so now nobody should profit from wrongdoing. Nobody should be rewarded for wrongdoing.
Ujiri said ya moyo mnashe bejwe moyo no so moye niema ense papa so bejwe waketu
sama papa
Amaya wodo ana musifo aba bepie mu wo memu a wonom ekuta letters of credence wode eba be kire eye mampanyi ni nyina ne se wo mo ba besi wonom amaya wodo no ana mu se de be obetumi ni yen edi nkita ho aye adwuma ama emfaso abaso ewo aman mienu ni nyina ntem aman yi eye Brazil ambassador to Ghana, afi Kingdom of Spain, Barbados, afi State of Israel, State of Qatar, afi Holy See, and yeka Republic of Canada, Republic of Austria, afi Republic of Congo, and omu nyina eba ya wonom ene nanado danko ekufuado Ghana mampanyi hesi enkonwade wo ho abekire
to follow the steps that I've already marked, the work of my predecessor, and try to make, in the time I will be working here, try to improve the already excellent relations that exist between Ghana and Spain.
For me, it's a particular honor to be sitting with you, Excellency, in November 2021 when we were taking that step to remove the final vestige of our colonial past and become a republic. No less a person than yourself did us the signal honor, if you recall, of giving us some very inspirational words and setting our country. So when I realized this was going to be an opportunity, I wanted to thank you because those words were extremely touching and very, very inspirational.
Countries share very strong relationship. I met your ambassador in Tel Aviv. She's doing a very good job, and I will try to do a good job here by bringing strong relations to make them even stronger.
And Ghana, during your leadership, I want to also make sure that I will put all of my efforts and all the capacity of my embassy to make sure that we work very closely with your Ministry of Foreign Affairs to make our relation more strong.
The relations have been well maintained, not only well maintained but also strengthened. And there are, I would say, many signals of that good relations. For example, your relatively recent visit to the Holy See, to the Pope, I think it was in 2023, and then after that, the visit of the Vice President. All this shows that we have the relations are very good, and I would like to assure you, Your Excellency, that I will do also my best to strengthen those good relations.
I also wanted to mention the strong commitment that we share when it comes to democracy, peace, pluralism, human rights, multilateralism. In the context of the work that we have done jointly with respect to international development, we are very proud of the work that we have done to support the sustainable development goals, particularly when it comes to...
So I hope that we can really deepen the cooperation in that area. We have cooperation in the field of security, so also I think there's a lot that we can do with the KPTC and everything that we've been doing so far. So in the end, I hope after 4 years there will be more investment, more business, more people-to-people contacts, but also more cooperation in various fields. And I'm also very happy, for example, today that our liaison from the Foreign Ministry is one of 15 students of Ghana that will be traveling to Austria in 1 week's time to attend a special course at the Diplomatic Academy. So I think there is a lot of small things that we...
Our focus will be on economic diplomacy.
Nous allons également regarder dans le secteur de l'enseignement.
Aside from that, we would look at education.
Parce que le Congo, c'est un pays francophone qui a d'énormes besoins dans la langue anglaise.
Congo is a francophone country which has significant needs when it comes to English.
To the seat of the presidency of Ghana, to Jubilee House, and also to congratulate you on this important step in your life, Brazil's ambassador to Ghana.
Mampenya bedi achire ono anetu franka ama MPP amanyoko ne Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say ye ka say my credit score system wonum adanedi a eba beboa ama say ebia okoto bibi unkre sika no na mum ubetumi ede saa credit yi enam saa credit score system yi ubetumi atade kro say de be ya edi ohia ene sikasem a ya na eho ayedin no etimi ama omanfo agina wonum enaso.
Availability of credit information is generally accepted to be crucial for the development and maintenance of an effective financial sector. Borrowers tend to have a natural incentive not to reveal negative information about themselves. The lack of a credit information system therefore increases the risks of lending and causes financial institutions to provide less credit. The credit reporting system in Ghana would provide timely, accurate, and up-to-date information on the debt profile and repayment history of borrowers and would lead to a number of benefits, including the reduction of information asymmetry between borrowers and lenders, enabling financial institutions to make informed decisions about the allocation of credit, reducing default probabilities of borrowers as they seek to meet their obligations in a timely manner, improving access to credit facilities by small and medium-sized businesses, enabling the central bank to monitor systematic risks on an aggregate basis, also promote the development of a mortgage market and promote financial stability and efficient allocation of resources in the Ghanaian economy.
The Bank of Ghana believes there is a need for banks to effectively manage credit risk, and it is for this reason that credit bureaus have been licensed to support their risk management functions. A credible credit information system is indispensable for the development of modern credit markets, and therefore, the Bank of Ghana remains committed to efforts geared towards establishing credit bureaus and also for credit bureaus that have put in place a product known as My Credit Score. And it is one of the credit infrastructure that supports the credit delivery system.
Ashanti Youth Caucus, one free NDC amanyukunim. No much say afia ye ba beto aba aka kakra bi nefu abese eduasa bi na ye kwakoto aba no. Womo ekire se womo ye de ombetimi bi ase de be ya NDC amanyuku no womo ebenya madodo ewo Asante Mantam.
Ekweyi etrese se e di asante mantam no enya World Bank kyerese enya baabi a edom edi NPP atitu abane de mo bumu biemo na afi 2024 aba ye ba betu die ensesamu bebem pa na chempenso bebem enam so mutu se amanyoku awdo ni nyina ebenya mane bi pa wa asante mantam a enkoba se NPP nko na eba besesa wose we kra beboa ma se de da bi NPP edi nkunim gwa asante mantam no eto etimi etwa wo mo friends am trofo nsiamu wo kumase no wa asante mantam eno mo kasa mafo ora Frank Baso ade ensemi etudwa wase we nsunti ena so mo ye emabunu ku no wo mo sori wakagina wonan so na wo konkoden ye adwumaden etu wo ho asi wawiata so se wo be ye adwumaden akwase pa ama NDC nsempa no wo ma bomu dadro de awura amancho nom ne ntwia so nyina na adehye so tensempa na wo ma koto abane bum e de amaka ne mampani John Dramani Mahama ama na timi de nkunim enam se Ashanti Youth Caucus stress wo ma tena se arepetete krama hu se afi 2024 aba ye ba betu die wo pani bi a waye bida no wo abakosam da hote se kane mampani John Dramani Mahama ene betimi edi emu enkunim
ba nyina ne se Ashanti region e wo chairman wuntimi etimi MPP fo ni bitimi se o Ashanti region de MPP stronghold so far as o Ashanti region an kwa de se o ye MPP ni ene ye kama wata se o beka bia sini hu ene e chempe ye no mu chem Ashanti Youth Caucus ye be ye dwumaden enso to awie bo ye de ye sekan ye to ni agyan me ka to a ye to ni kunipa dabi ya ho odi tu ya koje o mampani akonya no because ba umi deserve ye pe obi a why be pain ai di gina efo no o ne his excellency John Dramani Mahama Ashanti region ha say die se what is ochina akoko abon a na Ashanti mamu ya mabunu a ya so le gina say ye be koma NDC enti ba bibia masem ko du bia no your running mate incoming vice president his excellency na Professor Jane Opoku Agyeman woni ewura John Dramani Mahama ye dey support you na e ma o
na Jumadi Stronko bi akoso a ye CEO presidential gala dinner we ni de edi kan kra eno enam so ema de otu franka ama MPP amanyoko no na ye mampanya be de chiri Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia okopia se de etudwa se nyame adom a obehwe se enwuma ebetumi ayeye wo manmu titru ankrankra de no.
My government will be for business. All I ask is for business to be with me. The Bawumia presidency will encourage and empower the private sector to finance, build, and rent or lease to own to government a vast number of public infrastructure, from schools to homes and from roads to equipment and vehicles. We recognize the primacy of government spending in enhancing growth, and my government will be deliberate in directing this significant government power to the private sector. By leveraging the purchasing power of government and channeling it towards the private sector, Ghanaian businesses will have a stable and increased pipeline of projects and revenues based on which they will create jobs and services. The government will facilitate structured long-term financing and payment options to support it. This will also lead to efficiency gains by cutting waste, corruption, and ensuring value for money in procurement. My focus is to find solutions and not to echo problems repeatedly. To achieve this, I will increase public-private partnerships as an important financing model for delivering public infrastructure projects, including schools, housing, water, and roads. I have also stated that I will cut 3% of GDP, that's about 30 billion Ghana cedis, from government expenditure and redirect it towards the private sector provision of public infrastructure and services, as earlier stated. That is the model I am going in to government with.
Wonum adan Songhai caucus ewo ewutu sonya east na eno ewo kaswa eno nam so ama enkane deputy maslo coordinator ono ane kasa ema zongo caucus manifesto eno eye Alhaji Mustafa Abubakar opanyi kyerese afi abaye babeto no NDC ne enkane mampanyi John Dramani Mahama de ye kan wo mo pasumdwe papa eti wo mo ye de wo betimi bia se de be ya asumdwe nkuto December da etoso enso ye koto aba na emom Ganafo emfa enhye wo mutirim sabasa ye bia si sede si 2019 2020 abato ni mu a enam so ma ebinum ewu ye ebinum prepare be si sabre wo munya atentene ni bia wo mo mfa so bo no emo abato komisa nya saa onye de ye.
Of course, when him say, yeah, elections now you call no. Obia pe asumdwe. Ye mpenyi for, ya imam for, ya sofo, ya ahim for. Obia pe asumdwe. But then you know, yent minya asumdwe without justice. We should the AC 2020 elections and even prior to the 2020 elections, 2019 no. I was so West Wagon BBC here. Ama yen kwala ni bi ye prapra omo. Ebi mu nya NDC for, but then at least one penny John Dramani Mahama ekosho omo. Omo establish a commission of inquiry. Omo the report by at the end of the day no yen home baby a menim say mo journalist Martin say omo implement this commission of inquiry report na omo implement it and so idea highness pa enti ama sa hawa ewo sa nkofo no wemu. We cannot go into the elections of 2024 without seeking justice for sa nkofo no yen pese basa bebesi o man wemu because ebi mo they have not been given justice. Young person mbeshwe moja wa 2024 election because of presidency. John Dramani Mahama on penisu sa. Inti ye kacha yanko for say okoto abano asumdwe mo. Now so electoral commission se basa bibeba every free electoral commission ne police for. Electoral commission ye obi a ye bonu kokko say nyama esi wo techima last time no. Ono so kan ho bi. Ah emba basa ni si ye no. It is oye na dwuma ni yi a say ho basa o man we mo.
Dwuma ni ye pese ye from boy kaswa this year ye bri ama Muhammad na koyo ya brewa ya cha yenye seat 4 good years so only 4 years by yenye seat this year so ngai kokos omo sorry omo ni zongo kokos any NDC for any old minds any boys that together youth new voters any embrafo amutimi sai vote aha vote wa sometimes be vote wa vote ni sai ye ni say embrafo ya ni sai vote no ni nyina e boboa hu this year ni nchirechiro mu the way you vote ntina yetumi gada sa anyoma we ewo this park no so nti we na reboa NDC inshallah ye boboa to Muhammad ni nako na omba power so this year 2024.
National Media Commission Chairman Orayaw Buadu Ayeboafo opanyi se obesren sentrofo se ye ko akwakoto abayi se asem bi beto apono so a ye mu hwehwemu yie ansana wo de asem no aba betudwa na nkofa wo ye ne bia amfama.
Orayaw Buadu Ayeboafo a wo ye dwomtere ne dima National Media Commission eto aso ekiremu se ensentrofo ansane de asem bi betudwa titiro abato bremu no yenhwe ne yenhunu se ya hwehwem na de ye ka no ampa ayenokro trodo de potaka sem wo se fat checking yan checking yi ehunu se de ye ka no nokre kire se ensentrofo wasem a wo de tudwa no enye nokre na se koye atakro ojammu a ebetimi de yene aboman yi mo na yan kro yan so ebetimi aboa ama asem a yetimi dase abrawa na ebinuma ma wono mokra so no wo ka de enimu no ebetimi aboa tenetene siesie na potaka sem misinformation bebrebe ne disinformation bebrebe ne nyina da ano etimi abrase wode nsem we tudwa e wo National Media Commission asante mantamu omo regional media advisory committee ya media forum for wonom eboa efredom emo wonom ebehia ye na we efiempinu ne aduanu nan die ene wonom ye ya esansa abato braso ntino egina abato nsem so dodo no a ene nti wosreye se ebra akai ni nakakra akai kwapim se ebeto aba no ye hwe se ya no asem abato no mu nso ye bibia ye beye yasema ebeka no ade asomdwe ebeba na ankwankofa ojemmo masem bia ma ameya nkase mehunu yanka Orayaw Buadu Ayeboafo.
The media must know that they are part of this country.
country. And therefore, if their actions wrecks the democracy that we have built, they will suffer. On the other hand, if they act professionally and they were able to maintain the peace within this thing, they will live, and the day after elections, they can go back to work. And so my appeal is that let us build the country together. Let us know that we have a responsibility, we have an obligation to ensure that even when people are very angry, we soothe their anger. And that we should not rush out to publish anything without establishing the foundation and verifying the things for ourselves. And the means to do so is equally available. And so my appeal to the media is that it is only the Electoral Commission that can declare results. You see, the good thing that we have is that at the constituency level, it will be declared at the constituency. It is only the presidential election that there's only one returning officer, and that is the chairperson of the Electoral Commission.
Asante Mantemo Penny Kwanchirofo a ohwe abato awonsam so eye Owura Francis Oseinsia no wodwumadi no se ono so de nsam wei atudwa.
Our desire is that at the end of the day, the peace that we're enjoying should be intact. That's our prayer. And how do you assure the public of that prayer? That will make sure the winner on that day will win on merit, and the loser will lose honorably. And that's our prayer. And if the winner should win on merit, then it means that things must be done transparently and according to the rules of the game. And we also try to convince the politicians that whatever we are doing is transparent, and we don't have anything, any ulterior motive behind whatever we are doing. That's why we always involve the political parties. There's no state that will do something that we don't involve them. On that day, they will even agree, they will sign that the result that we are going to declare is what they have accepted before we can even go ahead and declare the results.
Yene Ghana for akasa ye bisa ho mo se e de no mbegina so ama December da etosonson wo mo de beto aba ama amanyuko bi ebinum e kire se wo mo behwe ye sikasem behwe ya pomuden ebi so se wo mo behwe enwuma
aka na baako aduasa na Ghana de hye ekosi nanum akwakoto aba na afi wayi wona kan nifo ba bepem amemwonsam so de akonkan wo beyi mampani afi nso amrahye bedwam nsi anamu fo ewo empeso ahodo eso na enche bia na yakwakoto aba de na ewo se UTV nsentwefo yebo edipincha Ghana de hye bi ebisa wo mo se wo mo na mo de mo kokromoti kwakotimu no mo de yiyi akanifo yi ede ba de na ehye wo mo nkuran so mbetimi de mo kokromoti atim ewo afiwe abato mu ede amma party kura wo mo so se obetimi aba no aba bedi wo mo.
First of all, economy and infrastructure and health. Anytime I can say, maybe a graduate, new school, may share my and then yeah, can economy so to say this time around. We could talk go bene I can a so to say nkuyi I demand the bini amamo and the bini and the kind of proper the bini about for brawa going forward we say lawlessness number 1 that's security of our country, and 2 lack of infrastructure development, 3 corruption. Yes, so these are the reasons why I will vote.
Free justice Aba fine, but this is not the time. Yande yaho, lolo kwanye, enso nye, enti free na ye kano. After free, no what is next in India? Ekabo.
Me brother, me no mudi me choma oma benefited from this SHS, and I mean in saying go for say SHS say ba. Me nim the one because me suma ko free SHS. Me na yede me start here. So with that, you know, like. So me vote that particular party a free SHS serious because it has really helped a lot.
The idea I mentioned what to abani a school once free education in TV say me mesusha until school once and measure to aba. I feel I'm so me mabe free education ni bi.
Ye wi ya no ne say ye ne pani kwantwefo a oda Dallas Finance no e be retwe nkomo. Owura Joe Jackson echide mu a
se obi ka se niam aye dia enti ase wo saketwana na ojia ene ekohe ene etoden na ente se ma enema beye yie nkyere se enema asan akotse ne na ete dada no ena se ma ye yenka 10 years ago yenka 15 years ago yenka nka tete no ye see 2 years 2.5 years yeti bia asesa ama enema ayedin inti ni wo se wo bisa so bi be ka kire wo se enema ye yi a 2 years ago be na yete dia enema ekoyie se eyeye na se eyeye ba na o ka se enema eyeye dia me se ayeye dia e bia ye Minister of Finance be ka se oh we are doing better aye no kure en ka se o mu bo so asetini mu na me 6,000 na mejina na ka meji $1,000 na ene adane abeye $300 no ene die no kure.
Ghana any European Union wɔn akɔ sign entiase apam ne yɛtie ne sɛ action plan B European Union hyehyɛ afimpinu ne miensa 2003 ɛno ɛho adwuma na wɔn yɛ saa hyehyɛ ana saa nhyehyɛ a wɔn yɛ free saa brɛ no ɛne sɛ yɛbɛbɔ yɛkwa yɛ ho ban na yɛtumi anya krataa ana tumi krataa bi ebetumi ataikyire sɛ kɔba sɛ obi ɛyɛ adebɔne ɛwɔ yɛkwa yɛ ahodoɔ num sɛ wɔn twa nnua wɔn tu fam agudie wɔ yɛkwa yɛ nim wɔn yɛ nneɛma bi a ɛmfra wɔ kwa yɛ nim yɛbetumi ayi saa nneɛma no nyinaa afiri hɔ ɛno nti ɛna ne Ghana ɛne European Union wɔn ɛkyerɛ sɛ wɔn atu wɔn ho asi hɔ sɛ wɔn bɛhwɛ ama saa nneɛma bɔne no ebi nkɔso ɛwɔ yɛkwa yɛ mu ɛno nti wɔsoafo hwɛ ensase ɔbadeɛ nneɛma a ɔde atwa yɛ ho adom yɛn wɔnmonyafo Samuel Abuginapo wɔno na gyina Ghana na mu ɛsan yɛ a wɔkyerɛ sɛ Ghana atu ne ho asi hɔ sɛ ɔbɛhwɛ ama mmra a ɛwɔ yɛn kwa yɛn ho no ayɛ adwuma.
Secondly, and more importantly, sustainable management and utilization of our forest resources to mean that every timber or timber-related product which is traded in the European market is legally sourced. A big tool, a big impetus in halting deforestation
and collected and sold through legal means. Second element, which is very important, this creates the environment for more legit investment that are going on the long run, which are creating jobs in Ghana. And the third element is, of course, this will give new impetus in the bilateral trade between the European Union and Ghana, because the more we have legal traded and harvested.
Ghana Statistical Service brano wono bo amane e wo se the inflation ne si ko e wo omemu enti bre bia no wo mo hwe e ma yehunu se de bia bosom ye di anim ne tie de wo akire su etie eno nti sa bre yi na wo kyesese wo hwe September bosom ni mu a na ba bi egina no nanka egina wo ha mu chichemu aduonu mienu akiri po baako 22.1% na wo hwe bosom yi a ye free September ye ba October de ni mu a eno no ya ba begina wo ha mu chichemu aduonu baako akiri po num 21.5% a ni nyina no wo hwe enuane a ye to de eba ene de ye kɔ no se de ama inflation no asi aye
Bosom October general price levels our normal Ghana for year to akosro by 22.1%, which is on a year-on-year basis with the October 2023 added to October 2024 normal bo akosro by 22.1%. The show is on a month-on-month basis that is between September 2024 and October 2024 normal bo akosro by 0.9%. We month-on-month we share the release last month then I released now month on month inflation at 2.8%, and as you see abrasive by 1.9 percentage points to 0.9 for the month of October 2024. The show away from food and non-food inflation perspective. Food inflation was also seeing non-food inflation. Food inflation now 22.8 and non-food inflation at 21.5 for the month of October 2024. Sankomo we are share food in your amano kwasora, and the 15 subclasses now you food inflation. You also who say vegetables, tubers, and plantains. And weight here 9.5. Still a recorded rate of inflation of about 38.9%, and overall food inflation in a 22.8%. Into vegetables, tubers, and plantains, and a continuous driving your food inflation. Ghana vegetables, tubers, and plantains. No, and you a mix of items are a what category. A be a boy air coffee, a be a boss air costro. Tomatoes, any fresh plantain, you who say nebo abafem, specifically tomatoes abafem by 13.3%, and a fresh plantain, so green plantain, so abafem. But if you buy any onions, commodities are any ammonium abo akosro on a month-on-month basis. Into on a month-on-month basis, no, in the category of vegetables, tubers, and plantains, no, and no money brew ebo kofem, tomatoes, nebo kofem, plantain, nebo from, and other important commodities are household beer, edi organa, yam, any onions, and also on a month-on-month basis, nebo kofem. Regional perspective, nature say Upper East region and recorded the highest rate of inflation of 42.0%, which is almost 1.6 times the rate of inflation I recorded overall, or 22.1%. Now, yeah, pensem share Upper East rate of inflation, now alcoholic beverages and rate of inflation also, as it recorded a price change of 92.0% for the month of October 2024. Yeah, back items are affecting rate of inflation. They be the truth just say, you ensure the weight of the item, and your money bo ne bo no be cost, but to be the weight no na negligible. Me fan say beans say one of the items are a man musupan in the month of October. Now if beans and yet to me turn as a raw item, and yet to me turn as item a cookie into a cook of fried plantain beans, which has a weight of 1.4, and also significant price change on a month-on-month basis. Into 10 share item and able cost no they can share item new weight, and at secondly share other uses are yet to me put item to no to send a mass cited the case of beans, which saw one of the highest price changes of 78.8%, and a fried plantains and beans also also across on a month-on-month basis.
Onimonyafo afenyoma ken wono ene da MPP caucus no ano ewo emrahye bedwam na one chairman general Kwame Sefakan edi enkomo ene ewo kokroko dwumadie so na obeka de esiye ewo enra sede emrahye bedwam wo mo anko na ekire wo ne nsentwerefo ebekasa ye ne kasa mu no o kire se na ayi wohwe afa baako eye NDC caucus no a wo mo eka se wohwe kra na Womwa sabre ye nam womo so ama mentime ho asiasi e wo mrahye bedwam no e kam ye se womo mma adwuma womo nya adwuma womo mma mrahye bedwam eno no oche se nokura bi anim eno ampo a wonom ekoye a womo kotenetene womo office no womo ba adwuma
nka de Parliament ayewo ndeno. There are no vacant seats in Parliament. All MPs report to their offices. Even yesterday, in MPs NDC for no propaganda that won Parliament, they were in their offices. So there's nothing like vacant seats. I just want to put that on record. Chairman, on there, from the day our speaker Oka Kasebi or from him there, one Nankasa or interpret the constitution. We declare 4 seats vacant. From that day, no, here I joined there, and some no court ye busy. And there court say and asam. Now, okay, the speaker, I can onyimbrim into the man on fane na some nitrin ho, on sense and ho. Na one trend time court bubu asam. Yabai. Yeah, the new speaker, but no, we nyambira mehen. Eventually, the brother na yeba sit no kado wenya Supreme Court for one ruling. Na no kwari nyamenyi menyi on declare ahen MPP majority as the minority. At the same time, no, on make ruling biara. Na za okay no oye na adwenkyere and I may draw attention to Mr. Speaker. American NDC free to her. When you're there and down no pay, oh yeah, that is last 2 weeks Tuesday. That is 22nd Tuesday, 22nd of October.
Okay.
The NDC minority no, and no petututu waka train henegwado. Intino, Mr. Speaker, so one kasa rekade, I'm ruling, and I'm back country NDC for the one away majority. No catch one. What pre-sitting here, you will me there. One catch one name. As Mr. Speaker, can you there? Honors it, or you're not in charge of sitting arrangement, or your clerk no. Na juma maybe say clerk the clerk man Kofi won ka tire wona name clerk so ohwemenyim ontumi ya no meaning there ozi 2 minutes speaker nsa baka the years ago speaker e ma semi do apia no za atwenchen then eventually Dr. Forsen a minority leader okay chair speaker okay and one is the warun sir if you want to go no the speaker, yes, I will quote him. Also, them, it is as a result of Mr. Speaker's pronouncement. Intina wawo wakatse hene gwanodo. Inti say Mr. Speaker or make another pronouncement, they will leave. So I said,
them not to force in case.
These were the words of Ato, and you can always verify from him or Valère. As a result of the Supreme Court ruling, Intino, Nasa Mokeno on Yejuma.
Watch Hassan.
Well. Yamfan don't care Nasam ni Yejuma. Okay. Another watch us. One come here and Ogavole, and then he left the chamber. Then some engagement started with some prominent people and some known institutions. I can cite Council of State, I can cite the Peace Council. Now I will quote the Peace Council. Peace Council reached out to me. That we engage the speaker, and in fact, speaker now something there on declare any seat vacant.
Now, opinion or no, and now we are running mate, Emma Ura Alankwajo Chairman, any movement for change. Ura Kwame Sudan so. Now, opinion Echo PMO Ewo Texpo community, and no was painters, Echo Sakumo no hono. Na bro kodru ho na oni omanfo e wo ho edinkita ho na o chese na kuma ebubu ene baabi a wo mote wo naye mu no enhye da nko yie sa na me mo chese ori alankwadwo kyermanten ade ba ko eda na koma so a wo ba obeye ene se omanfo benya baabi de wo muti ato isan se so no ade na ni hwe baabi a nkrofo da kiosum ene baabi a wo motete no a ha adwene Ghana nso so ye ka baabi a nipa de mitito a ade bi a chese ewo fom pa yie enti ori alankwadwo kyermanten ba obehwe na wahyehye enos
ba ha no be hu se kiosk kwa na wa ha na de ya me ya ne se kiosk no so no eyi obi asase na odi ama wo se wo tra so na de menti ase ne se Ghana your affordable housing Ghana sika ena ebiesi Ghana sika na ebiesi no yesi ne se de ma Ghana fo adenti na ye dey politics ma sisi ano edan no si obi antim ena ese ni wa Ghana fo no a enka I was say omunya baby tra no omuti kiosk no so no ye tu omo it's a hifa na ye pese Ghana ni a ono ti ni chrome no se wadane akwa e wo ni chrome eti we e niema owura lanchematen ba ye ba beye housing policy so housing policy no ye ba be issue of rent. Thank you. Rent no de edikan se mo be hwa emra ne se aka o rent a aka 6 months. Thank you. It is 6 months no we wo twuma kakra na wutua bosimi bia na watua bosimi bia na watua and so see if you run for no almost 2 years rent advance. Now say 2 years rent advance no after you young boy and I say young girl what start your brabo no and if one out to say sika no e dey about 2 years rent it is say Ghana no ye nchi wo ma wo mu ni bi no ye nchi ye ho enu nti owura chamaten ya ban no ye ba ye semubo say the be si bia no rent wasem eya asem a ebe hia no pa na eya ade a ye be ya e din sakraye ebe ba magana fo no nyina
dia wo sponsor akuafo nyina wonum da wa yesi wo e wo wiase afa na nyina magana nso ye dibie no eya ade a afi ebe ba so lead sponsor no ono agricultural development bank na eno ena wo ma hyeda aye forums ronko ni nyina no de boaboa wo ho akuafo da obabidino.
As you may already be aware, the theme for this year's celebration is achieving sustainable food security through climate resilient technologies and practices. Recent occurrences in terms of the dry spell in the northern parts of the country has taught us some major lessons. That is to take the effects of climate change on agriculture more seriously than we have ever done in the past. One of the key considerations to make, I believe, in this regard is the unpredictability that it imparts to the agricultural production in the country and of course to the sub-region as a whole. In respect of that, government through PFJ 2.0 is already committed to promoting the use of technology to ensure climate smart agriculture in the country. It is our expectation that in the course of our discourse and interaction here at this forum, we will bring to the fore these issues involved and suggest pragmatic solutions to them.
Today is a great day where we have our farmers and fishers gathered here to deliberate on issues regarding the sector. This year's theme, Building Climate Resilient Agriculture for Sustainable Food Security in Ghana, is particularly meaningful. It highlights our shared commitment to building a more resilient and sustainable agricultural and fisheries sector that not only meets today's demands, but also protects our environment for future generations. Ghana's agricultural and fisheries sector are not only the backbone of our national economic development, but also critical to the millions of Ghanaians whose livelihoods are dependent on the sectors.
Kuafo ninjina ache nsema ebuama omu kuyayo omu afari jumano susu etimitumpo ena eye
Abusiafo yanya boafo nkrato mra yeba pe bongo di fara David Oforisafo odi agudie mu nsem beba beto ayeso yeba sisia